Megamare by Orto Parisi. This is a extremely polarizing fragrance in the entire world of perfumery. You've probably seen people talk about it and bring it up before and say things like it's extremely powerful, it just goes and goes, but it's a very hard wear because it's so robust, so strong, and so dense that if you don't like it, if you don't feel pulled towards it, and sometimes you can't know until hours of wear, that it just won't go away and you have to scrub it to get it off. Well, to be completely honest, it's a little bit of an exaggeration. Before I keep going, I'm Andrew. This is Country Fried Fragrance. This is my channel where I review fragrances and perfumery from all across the spectrum, and sometimes create some myself as I'm going on my fragrance journey. It's going to be a long road ahead, but Orto Parisi is one of my top 2 favorite fragrance houses in the entire world. I'm going to be going through fragrance for fragrance, where I'm going to cap it off by doing an entire comparison and a ranking of all my Orto Parisis and Nasamatos, because they've all been created by the wonderful perfumer Alessandro Gottieri. Probably didn't pronounce that name right, whatever. But Megamare, this is a oceanic fragrance to the max. It is a seaweed, strong, robust, aquatic fragrance. Absolutely nothing like your typical blue ocean fragrances you would think of when people think about what they would wear to the beach. This is like diving into the ocean and bringing the deep depth home with you as you crawl out of the ocean, piece by piece, like an old pirate. But it's magnificent. It is insane how gorgeous this fragrance is. But before I keep going, let's talk about the notes real fast. Orto Parisi Megamare is an extrait de parfum with a high concentration that came out in 2019, again by perfumer Alessandro Gottieri. It is designed to capture the raw, untamed essence of the ocean. It has top notes of bergamot and lemon, with heart notes of seaweed, calon, which is a synthetic marine note, and hedion, and then powerful base notes of ambroxan, cedar, and musk. To me, the sea notes come out in a way that is what I've always longed for an oceanic, beachy fragrance. To be honest, I personally, and this is just my own taste, am not a huge aquatic blue fragrance person. I love the beach, it's my favorite place to be, but blue notes don't really work well for me. They smell too shower gel. They smell too like aqua de joe no matter how it's done, unless there are woods and spices in there that really give it some dirty and some grit. But going down that road of doing seaweed forward and just true dirty aquatic feel, but not in a bad way, but just a beautiful, elegant, niche way. This is a masterpiece. I'm just going to do one little spray real quick to get it in the atmosphere because I'm wearing other stuff today. But the way this is sweet, fruity, but immediately also ambroxan musk. It is ridiculous how powerful this fragrance is. I will say Megamare does stick to you like super glue, but it's not cloying and gross. Again, that's a personal taste, but for me, I think this is, again, just an absolute masterpiece. This fragrance sits at a 10 for me. Just to say my bias, most Orto Parisi fragrances, not all of them, but most Nasamatos and Orto Parisis are between that 9 and 10 for me because of how beautiful, and I just personally love artistic perfumery. Not egotistical and not, pretentious fragrance perfumery. There's a lot of that, but Orto Parisi, he tends to do a really fantastic job, just like Nasamatos, of capturing a story in a fragrance. And if you disagree with that, that's okay, because I'm going to tell you how I feel and always be honest. But if you disagree, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. But I do appreciate you guys' thoughts. So if you have smelled Megamare, please tell me what you think. How did it come off to you? How did it work for you? Do you think you would take the chance of wearing this? I've had people say that it's a bold person who would wear this. I'm not that bold, but I have worn it, and to be completely frank, this has been so far one of my most complimented fragrances in my collection. And that's true. I mean, I'm serious. This has actually had so many different types of personalities throughout the day. I understand the opening can be a little rough for some people because it's so sweet and oceanic, but throughout the day, I have had a lot of different type of people approach me in compliments and perfumery. Don't listen to other content creators who, if any content creator is telling you everything gets compliments, they're lying. But this one, it does that trick. So again, I'm Andrew. This is Country Fried Fragrance. I give this a 10 out of 10. I give it 1,000 out of 10 for me personally, and I think it is the coolest oceanic aquatic fragrance of all time. Again, I'm biased, but for me, if you ever get a chance, do samples. Don't blind buy. I discourage that. It's never really that safe, but this one here, definitely not. So get samples if you can from somewhere. Check it out and tell me what you think below if you have. I love you guys. God bless you. I'll see you next time.